Hi everyone, welcome to Now I See on CYC. I'm Anna Choi. Now I See is a dedicated program that opens up the lives and insights of those that have become Christian. Today we are joined by two very special guests, Sathi and Surender. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I would like to start here. I'm from India. My background is an Indian background and I live in Mumbai. I'm coming from a very big family. I'm the seventh child and I migrated to Australia in 2000 and he's my husband.
I came to Australia in 1994 and we both met here, and I'm from Bangalore, which is the south part of India, and we got married in 2000, and we have two kids, Swayam, who's 10 years old, and Suhana, she's 7 years.
Beautiful. So tell us a little bit about how you guys found Christ.
Finding Christ was a search for me, because when I was very young, at the age of 14, I used to keep asking my mom, why there's so many gods? Why is there so many idols? And why do I need to pray? And I was the one who was rebellious always.
And was that with Hinduism?
Yeah, so she said that, well, I can give you what I got it from my ancestors. There's nothing I can give you apart from this. I said, but this idols doesn't, like, I don't feel that connection. So she said, well, I can't do anything. This is what I got it. I said, what if I search? So she said, go ahead. I said, what if I search? Because I had a lot of friends who were Muslims and they were talking about, yeah, there's only one God that called Allah and this and that. So I started reading Quran at the age of 16 and I started reading. I couldn't understand much, but I kept on reading because they were preaching me what they know, but they don't know much because what they were reading they couldn't understand. Then I asked my older sister who was in Dubai, so I asked her, can you get a Quran which has been translated in English so that I can understand what it's saying? And yes, she got it for me when she came down to India, and then I was reading every day in front of my family. They never stopped me. And then I asked my mom, what if I find the, God in this religion? Would you let me get married to a Muslim? So she said, do whatever, but I don't want you to get married to a Muslim. Because I know if you don't find God in Hinduism, there's no God in Islam as well. So I said, okay, leave it to me, let me search. She said, okay, go ahead. And then, yep, I kept on searching. There was one more friend who was Christian. She used to take me to her church. And one day I was attending the Mass and I didn't knew, I went to pray for my year 10 exam and everyone were having Holy Communion. No one told me that I'm not allowed to. And when the priest came, and I opened my mouth and I took it. So later I came to know I was not allowed because only the baptized Christians, they are supposed to take it. So I don't know whether that was a call for me. I really don't know. But still I kept on reading Islam, more on and on and on. I used to even fast with my friends at the time of Ramadan. But anyway, I couldn't, it was like I couldn't understand. There was no connection. I was feeling I'm empty inside. I didn't find that real God, what I was looking for. So yeah, then after that, as the days passed and my mom passed away in 2000, and then she said, well, what are you going to do now? Because before, when she was sick, she said, what are you going to do? And when she was dying, she said, well, I leave it to your God whom you're searching. And then later, when I came here, because my brother, he saw him, he said, okay, I have my friend who wants to marry you, so come down over here and get married. So I have no option, I have to get married to a Hindu guy, because I was still looking for the true God, but I couldn't. So I said, instead of going to somewhere else where I'm not satisfied, it's better to stay in my own religion. And then I got married to him here, and then we started the life here.
It's cute. So what about you, Surender?
I was taught a very strong Hindu religion from the day one. And I was only with Hindu gods, and I used to do lots of prayer before coming to Christianity. We used to do two prayers right in the morning, early morning. That's called early morning prayer and evening sunset prayer. This I would have started at the age of maybe 7, 8. So I had a very strong history of Hinduism with the prayers, but I never asked any question, okay, what about, is it a true God? What? Because we had 360,000 gods in Hinduism.
Wow.
Yeah, cat is a god, a rat is a god, you just name it, everything is a god on that one. Well, I didn't have anything as such. Then when we got married, she used to talk, about Jesus Christ, because she knows about, she has done some research. And I used to tell, okay, what's wrong with my religion, right? And I used to stick on with that one. And there was a few opportunity for me to go to church. So one day what happened is, she came to me and she asked me, why don't we go to a church, just see how it goes. She told me that I can't see any truth, any reality in this one. In fact, when she told that, that was my opening of my eyes, and I had two, Swayam and Sohana, both were born that time, and we used to go for temple often, do all my prayers there and things like that. When she told about that, I told, you fine, you let me know, I'm happy to go, we'll see. And the day came, there was a person knocking our door. We had a barbecue in one of the park, and it was so hot day, we just came. We in fact, stopped the barbecue halfway and we came back. And thank God, there was a gentleman knocking on our door. His name was Peter, and Master was those came. And they told, we are starting some service in our church, like that's an outreach service in Archangel Michael in Sydney. So she told me, come, let's go have a look. This is the first time we are going, she has gone to church, but I never went inside the church. She told, okay, then I thought, well, just have a try, what's harm in trying, you know what I mean? So it was afternoon 2:30. So we just went there, had a small chat with them, and they explained about the Bible, just a little bit. And what they were explaining, it was, when I came home, I was just thinking again and again, what is this? What they're talking about? And to be precise, that is the first time in my life I heard St. Mary was a virgin who gave birth to our Christ. Then I was surprised how this can happen. In all our Hinduism, God will have two wives, right? One on left and one on right. In every photos, if you see Hindu God, they'll be having two wives. And here they're telling a virgin is giving a birth to a, savior. And all this one, it was, when they gave a small introduction, I was just sitting and thinking, and
how could this be?
Yeah, that's right.
There was many questions.
Yeah.
Like, how, why.
But you were open to that. You were, because if someone came up to me and told me about their God, I wouldn't be listening. But you were really open to that. Were you?
Because the day we got married, I was again and again telling, there's a big mistake, there's a big problem in this religion, what we are born in. I said, we need to see that, And he was continuously praying. And he used to tell me, why are you not praying? I said, I don't feel that connection. What can I do? So I said, instead of making more mistakes, I'd rather just don't pray. I'll be like an atheist. I don't want to pray. But I want to look for a true God. And I used to, every day, whenever we had a time, we used to talk. I always talked. We used to jump to this topic, saying that religion, where is the God?
Yeah.
And we need to find.
So from that first meeting of going to Archangel Michael, how has that changed? Were you becoming more regular? Were you going more on a weekly basis, going to the Bible studies also?
To be frank, I was not regular. Just because I don't want to upset her, I used to go behind her. So from
to
inside,
Archangel Michael,
because my wife, she'll tell, come, let's go. She used to boast me. I don't know, God was working through her, and just to make her happy, I used to go there. And after 6 months, she came to me one day and she told, "What do you think about baptism?" I told, "What are you talking about?" "No, I feel something is happening to me." and she saw a dream, and that was very something. She straight away she jumped to a thing saying that I have to get baptized in this point, and
it was in 2007. It was going the Passion Week, and I was attending Passion Week day and night, like morning time, and I used to go every time and I used to attend. And it was Wednesday night when I attend evening, and I came back and I went to sleep. I saw a big picture of Jesus Christ where he's alive. I can see there's a photo picture, but his eyes is very shiny, bright. And there's a frame behind. It's a picture, but a live picture.
Oh, okay.
Someone standing and a frame on the border.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at me, and the glaze is coming towards me, and he's very bright. And I thought, that's it. I got up. And next day when I went on Thursday, I still attend morning, and then I attend evening, came back, went to sleep, same picture on the second day in my dream. Third day it was Good Friday Mass, which starts at early morning and finishes at 6 o'clock. So once I came back, finished that, went to sleep, same picture on the third day on Good Friday. But on third day it was different. That picture, Jesus Christ extended his hand and he's coming to me with a big chain and a big diamond on the chain, and his hand is coming straight towards my neck and saying, "You're looking for me and I'm you're mine." And he puts that chain in my neck.
Wow, it's amazing.
And that was the day, morning when I got up, I called up Abuna. I said, "Abuna, this is what I've seen." He said, "This is a time you have to think about it."
Yeah.
It's high time, because I was researching on Christianity in this church from past 2 years.
Yeah.
And this was in 2007 what I saw.
How did you feel being your husband was just a little bit like slower when it came to
because when I told him about this dream, he didn't say anything much, but just one word. He said, "You and the kids can get baptized."
But he just wasn't
He
ready.
said, "Leave me alone. At this moment I'm not ready. I'm the only son for my parents. They will die if they come to know."
That would upset
Yeah.
them very much.
So he said, "No, I can't let upset my mom," because he loves his mom too much. So I said, "No, I can't." I said, "Okay." But he said, if you want, you can get baptized. Even the kids, I have no problem.
Yeah.
I said, "No, I don't want that. I'm teaching the kids something else and you teaching something else. The kids will be confused."
Yeah.
I said, "Leave it. We'll take some more time. We'll see that how we go. It'll take for another 6 months or 1 year." And then when I spoke to the church, elderly people all in the church, they said, "We keep praying for him." And as he came to know that I'm ready, and when those people used to come and do the Bible studies, he used to get angry. All of a sudden, he was different, as if devil is playing with him. So, yeah, but we kept praying, and thank God to all the church members, the congregation, they kept praying for him. And exactly 1 year later, on the same Passion Week time, he saw.
And then you decided that you...
And the day when we were coming out of the Passion Week, it was Good Friday, when we finished at 6, and we came out, just one step out of the church, and he turned and he said, "We are getting baptized." I don't know what happened to him from that 8 o'clock to 6:30.
Wow.
He was sitting on one spot, and this guy, he cannot starve for 4 hours. He cannot sit at one spot. And from 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was in the parents' room because the kids were a bit making noise, so I was keep on checking on him. Is he okay? Or he left. He said, "I will come with you, but maybe after 2 hours I'll come back home.
Yeah.
So if you don't find me in the church, then think that, okay, I'm back home."
That sounds really interesting.
So I was keep on checking on him. Is he still there? Is he gone? Is he still
Yeah.
there? Is he gone? But he was there till 6:30. And that whole Holy Friday, that made something. I don't know what happened with him. That he should answer.
Well, unfortunately, we have run out of time today, but thank you so much for joining us. Tune in to our next episode of Now I See on CYC to hear the rest of Sathi and Surender's incredible story. Thank you.